From a disastrous launch to the Elysian updates, removal of the Act system, Cataclysm, Season of Skulls, there is no doubt that Anthem had its own share of a shit show and some good moments to follow. And as we slowly watch the game crawl, not run, out of the dark cave it put itself in, we begin to wonder if this update or the next or the one after that will be the one. So I put it upon myself to play these things because I love the game and still have faith in its glorious or victorious comeback. But while we do that, let's take a look at the latest season update in Anthem called Icetide. Hello everyone, it's your host DA here. Hope you guys are doing great, hope you are doing amazing. So how's the Icetide season? Standing alone compared to others, what are the changes? What are some positives, the negatives, and things that could have been done better in this update? Be assured that this review is made with a combination of knowledge from myself, Gutta, Chaos Prime, which is another Anthem creator, and reports from the old community, those who were kind enough to share their experiences. This is not a credit to one man, but rather a contribution from many. So I do owe a lot of this to those people. I will start off by saying Icetide is not that bad. There was nothing quite special about it. In fact, if you strip the whole cosmetic appeal, it will just be another update just like the previous season, with its own rewards of ups and downs and emotion. The event starts with the introduction of a new lore piece to the world. The interaction of these elements in the world is the reason we have the snow. The world is dusted with snow. Stealth changes and additions of a racing mode were included. The strongholds are shown a similar treatment as before. Challenges that rotate from one stronghold to the other. They are filled with puzzles and chances to garner some respect by shooting up the leaderboard as the top freelancer at the end of the season. There is the existence of a Guardian's token, which is rewarded for completing certain weekly or special challenges. These tokens can then be taken to any of the Tomb of Legionnaires to be exchanged for a level 80 legendary item. There are various challenges for the season as well as a new lore to soak in for those of us who are lore enthusiasts out there. There are new collectibles as expected, new things around the world. There are some simple challenges or changes to the world as well. The live team did some fixes, buffs, nerfs, and retained the seasonal chest. There were also new armor pieces introduced in this cycle of the season, so altogether players have something new to do while they wait for the update that is meant to seal a redemption arc for this game. So what are some of the issues with this Icetide update? First, let us start with the aesthetics. While I am aware of optimization issues and technology restraints, the region isn't blanketed in snow as expected. Instead, it looks like they sprinkled some snow on top of the whole region. The world feels like a crackhead's haven instead of a festive yet scary place. I'm almost about to assume that maybe the developers didn't know what a snow-covered region looks like. There's supposed to be thickness and some resistance. A good example will be the snow-covered Alps of Horizon Zero Dawn. The enemy interaction doesn't seem to be affected by the change in the season, other than some new aggression systems, but the AI is still fairly stupid as usual. The introduction of a racing and guardian tokens over the season is quite phenomenal, but it is also muzzled by a lack of matchmaking system for the racing mode and the godforsaken case of duplicates with the exact same stats or a little variation when it comes to the rewards. This same issue extends to the seasonal vendor, as most of your rewards would come out as duplicates without consideration of bad luck protection. As of today, I have wasted almost 100,000 on seasonal that seems to reward me with the same thing 8 times in a row. This season also saw another removal of the seasonal armor pieces from the seasonal vendor. During the Cataclysm event, a grind was worth more than just stats. It also means you get to look good and finally buy those armor pieces. BioWare has removed the armors from the vendors. To get it, you need 61,000 coins or buy it with real money. It is impossible to get the items with coins because the current reward system cannot guarantee 61,000 coins within 4 days, assuming that you haven't completed every challenge possible to give you coins. This means you have to spend real money on something we used to grind for just a couple of months ago. Shame on you for that, BioWare. The game modes are nice, and I will say I still enjoyed a lot of the challenges, but it can also be taxing when players in groups have no clue what to do. Most players will obviously ignore the online tutorials and just bolt for the end of the stronghold, trying to kill the boss as quickly as they can. This leaves the score multiplier and challenges undone. So for me, I've had to go to Grandmaster 3 to find players who can actually do these things, and that can be a fault that we will put either on the players or the developers themselves. I will say that the game has received a lot of polish and fixes. In fact, if the game launched with the way it is right now, it would have received better praises or less criticism. But also I can't help but feel like while we wait for the 2.0 update, BioWare seems to be taking one step forward and two steps back. In Apex Legends, the system is there where everything is attainable, but in Anthem's rotating features and modes, it's intentionally made to make you spend more, and I never do those things. As a note to BioWare, you haven't done anything tangible to deserve in-game store purchases at all. You haven't earned it, and while we wait for the 2.0 patch, you don't deserve to try to make money out of the game anymore until you have done something to redeem that. From a personal view, taking the Tusk armor sets out of the seasonal store is a slap in the face to those who prepare for the excitement of the new season. I'm not some game changer who will butter up to you all year or talk about why you are not talking to us and all that kind of stuff. I know that there are reasons here and there on why these things are going on. However, even in silence, there are things that can be done to show the community that you still care. I will rate this update as not bad on a scale of bad to great. I am glad that the game is slowly progressing and slowly improving. It is just a matter of the fact that the community expected and deserve better. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.